I'm watching cartoons today. Like clearly that's what's going on in my life, right? Today I'm watching cartoons. And man, I gotta be honest, man. Like the Transformers, man, this is one of the most insidious things we could ever talk about, man. Like I'm really gonna get at you guys with some real like depth. Like I remember when Transformers came out, and I ain't never really messed with Transformers like that, man. Like a couple, maybe I'll watch a couple like that animated movies, but I didn't really mess with them. I never owned any Transformers, by the way, man. And here's the thing, like the dark truth behind Transformers is that, man, this was this started off as by a toy manufacturer, man. This wasn't even a story. Like they reverse engineered the story based upon we're gonna make these toys. Like basically they had partnered up with, I think it was a Japanese company, man. I'm sure it was a Japanese company. Let me see. They partnered up with this company, Takara, in the early '80s. They had already been transforming toy robots in Japan already, man. Right? They didn't have a story that would make kids obsess over. So that's what they did, man. They reverse engineered a whole story, and I'm like, that's mad insidious, right? It's mad insidious because like the whole style of the Transformers, like the music, man, that was geared to like kids. And again, this is the early '80s, so like I'm like 10, when this comes out. I'm like 10 years old. Like, so I'm in that age group, that bracket, that demographic where we were consuming this stuff, man, like consuming it. And like they were insidious because think about it, man. This wasn't even a story, and from that story, like, oh man, I love these characters, man. Like you tell me a good story and I follow up the characters. This was like, man, we got these characters. We need to figure out how to get kids to buy this stuff, right? Like that's what it was. So to me, man, that's just so disingenuous. Even though, man, they pulled it off more successfully than anything in the entire universe, man. Like I don't know who the dudes were in the room when it came up. Like first they were like, look, man, we got to do something. This was a marketing scam, right? Like it was 100% a marketing scam wrapped up in a cartoon, right? I mean, not a marketing scam. It was just marketing wrapped up in a cartoon, but that's the scammy part, man, because like South Park kind of touched on a couple of times, like how we used to buy stuff obsessively and you had to have all of them. And once they realized that, okay, you got to get all of them, getting the entire set of something, and man, we got to really blame Lucas for this, right? Getting the entire set was a thing. I never got into getting this. I really, man, like I really didn't have a lot of action figures. Like I kind of bought stuff later that I would collect. Like as a kid, I didn't really mess with a lot of action figures outside of my, Bionic Man. Like he had the X-ray vision through the back of the head. If you guys remember that one, classic one, right? But like the Transformers, this is kind of why I never really respected it, as a story, because I felt like, man, you was fake, and that's really what it was, man. Like Autobots and Decepticons. That's lame. Like, really, it's kind of lame. Like, all the characters, except for Starscream, was tight, man. Like, all the other characters was whack, except for Starscream. Like, that was kind of the homie right there. And then that's what it was. Like, you pick your favorites. Then it's like, yeah, I gotta get them, man. We go because you gonna play against your other homies, right? Like I got a Decepticon, you got this, so now we can match up against each other, right? That's how that roll. We both rolling with Decepticons. Like that's the game that was being played. And like they came in, like there's other stuff that started off like cereal locks, a lot of stuff too, man. All to get into the minds of kids, man. I'm telling you, it's mad insidious. So like when you look at previous generations and you wonder like, why are they doing this crazy stuff? This is a lot of stuff. Why, man? Like this is the image that they was putting. You invented this whole fake war, right? You invented a whole story about a fake war between robots, and you still killed off the robots. Like, so that you could sell more toys, you still killed off the robots. Like, I would think a robot story, I wouldn't have to care. Be like, oh, man, Model D. Like, why? Look, man. Look, you could build more robots, okay? I don't know why you guys have to be emotionally tied to robots, but that's what they did. I feel like that defeats the purpose, right? Like, okay, it's robots. I don't have to care, right? That's the whole point, right? Is I don't have to care. You make them where they have a personality, so now I gotta care so that you can go sell more toys. And that's like the insidiousness of, the media. Again, you could have got Dora the Explorer, right? You could have been showing us Dora the Explorer. You chose not to. You said, man, you know what? We got to figure out a way to sell these toys, man. That's what you guys said. Just right off the bat, right off the rip, off the cup. We got to figure out a way to sell these toys. And so you went for it. That's it, right? So, again, man, just another cartoon moment, man. I'm just like having at it, man. Just watching some cartoons and giving my thoughts on it. So, anyway, I'll be back with some more serious stuff. But you can see I'm kind of